Hello YouTube viewers, it is February 7, 2016. By the time y'all see this, this will probably be the 8th or 9th. It's the day before my scheduled practical exam, and I am going to go over everything that you're going to need for your North Carolina State boards. Because I feel that there is no other, I'm the only video that has a North Carolina State board. Everybody else is Arizona, um, I've seen Texas, I've seen Georgia, but I haven't seen nobody else from the state of North Carolina actually go and do a thorough aesthetics state board. So I'm doing the one from North Carolina. Of course, it can be similar based on states to states, but this is exactly what you're going to need for North Carolina. Now, it can go, now if you're from South Carolina or something like that, you may still need similar items. So I'm going to go over that with y'all today. Oh, and also, just in case y'all wondering, yes, I am sporting a wash and go today, courtesy of K2 Sharpener. So far, my hair ain't broke, so I guess I'm over my fear of the K2 Sharpener. Y'all know I've had a huge fear of K2 for the longest. But anyways, okay, here's my two paperworks that we're going to show y'all. This one pretty much shows you how everything's going to go during the state board. Hope y'all can see it. This shows you all the procedures that you should be doing. Setup and client protection. That should be about 15 minutes for you to set up. Cleansing the face is going to be like 10 minutes. And it shows you that steps. There's a total of 20 steps in all, which you do within 10 minutes. And then you got exfoliating the face. I'm just going to go over what you're going to be doing for your state board first. And then I'm going to go into your actual kit. So in order, you're going to do your setup and client protection. That's going to run you about 15 minutes in the state of North Carolina. Then you're going to go into your cleansing procedure. And then you're going to go into exfoliating. And then lastly, massaging before you go on to the next part of the exam. Now after that, you're going to go into facial masks, which will be the conclusion of that. And that will be a 10-minute procedure, a total of 15 different steps. Facial makeup, your mannequin is going to come in with makeup, but during the cleansing, you took the makeup off, and now you're going to put makeup back on. There's going to be a series of, I think it's 15 steps, and you have 20 minutes to do that. You're pretty much just applying on foundation. You're going to draw in your eyebrows, because obviously the mannequin ain't going to have none. And just a hint of eyeshadow along with blush. That's all you're doing within 20 minutes. You're going to set up for the client, drape your client, all of that. Make sure each time you're going in, your items are sanitary. You're using a disposable wand for the eyelashes, and once again, you're going to mop that because your mannequin is not going to have eyelashes. So you're just going to pretend and do the motions like you would an actual human. It's actually 23 steps in all that you're going to do within 20 minutes. It seems like a lot, but it's not. Like I said, you're just going to simply dab some. Hold on, y'all. Hello? 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 Okay, y'all. I guess they ain't want to speak. But anyways, back to the program. I was not about to stop this darn old thing for them. But anyways, total of 23 steps within 20 minutes. Simply putting on foundation, blush, a little bit of shadow, and drawing some lines. And then also the lips. You're going to line the lips, and then you're going to put in some red lipstick. Side, 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 side. That's it. It don't got to look the darn best. And you're not trying to go for a full face of makeup. It ain't that serious. Just show that you know how to demonstrate it. That's it. You ain't trying to make the darn gone doll look like Lady Gaga. You ain't trying to make it look all subtle like Beyonce. You ain't. Don't worry about being perfect with the mist. As long as it ain't looking like Bobo the Clown and you don't got the blush going all the way down to here. As long as you don't got the eyeliner, the eyeshadow going all the way up to here, you're good. If you get the eyeshadow just within this facility, draw the brows on. They can be stick thin like, well, hell, you got a lot of darn on girls in real life, especially in North Carolina with them darn on eyeline, the eyebrows that go just like this. So don't worry about if you don't know how to draw the eyebrows right. They don't have to look realistic like my natural eyebrows. These are mine, by the way. So after you do the facial makeup, you're going to do your blood exposure procedure. 10 steps, sanitize your hand, remove gloves, sanitize your hands again over the gloves, remove antiseptic rights, and you're going to place the Band-Aid over where the blood exposure is. You're going to mimic that, obviously. And mimic what you would do if you nick up, the brow doing a facial makeup procedure, if that was to happen. And last but not least is your hair removal. I think the makeup is actually last. I don't know why my thing is like this, but hair removal, simulated soft wax is also what you're going to be doing. You're going to then break down, and then you're going to do hair removal, tweezing. I'm going to have to call my instructor on that because from what they made it seem like, I thought makeup was going to be the last thing, and then you demonstrate. I think it's makeup. I'm going to have to call my instructor today on this, with my old instructor, because I wanted to say it was soft waxing after you massage the face and take off the makeup, and then you put on the makeup. Because your client, it was brought to my attention that the makeup was going to be the last thing you do. Your mannequin comes in with makeup, you wash it off during the cleansing process, the exfoliating and all of that, the massaging, and then you go to doing the simulated tweezing and all of that, and then you go into doing the makeup and then the blood exposure, and then after you do that, the proctor cancels the test and you're done. But I guess I do an updated video, y'all. Obviously, I don't know what this is. But anyways, yeah, that's the first 10 minutes of that. Let's go ahead and get into what you're going to need. The heart of the video. So this is my bag right here. Your bag is going to be approximately this size. And I did my warm-up yoga exercise today. You're going to be doing this for an average of about 2.5, 3 hours. So you definitely want to make sure your body is limber and you do your yoga and all of that, because you're going to do a lot of bending. For us, our stuff is going to be in our bags. I seen that in the state of South Carolina, in the state of Georgia, they had the luxury of having the drawer for their state board, and they could put the bags that they needed for that section into the drawer, and then they can take the items out. I've seen that they also had the luxury of bringing in full-size foundation things. Obviously, we couldn't, and I won't know more information about that until after I take the state board and see what everybody else bring tomorrow and see why ours is different. And also, our stuff got to be covered at all times. Like everybody else had, I noticed that they had their makeup out and they was pumping the foundation and they was putting it on the mannequin. We can't do that. Our other stuff has to be concealed at all times, even though it's in sealed containers. I know it don't make sense, but it is what it is. But anyways, let's go ahead and run through these things right quick. You're going to need 3 bags like this, labeled on both sides. I don't know why this one ain't labeled on both. Okay, there you go. It's labeled on both sides. So the prop that goes on one side and she can still see it, and then if she goes past you on this side, she can still see it depending on where you're at in your prop, because she's testing about 20 some people at the same time. It's anywhere from 10 to 20 people, and then you got the nail tech people right behind you that's also judging you as well. But anyways, it's going to be labeled soil linens, and this is where you're going to put your steam towels and stuff in. Your items to be disinfectant is going to be your ramekins, even though we're using plastic ramekins, but the plastic ramekins for state board is going to mimic actual, steel, aluminum ramekins that you will actually wash out during the after you finish with your client. So since they are mimicking aluminum ramekins, they will be put in the items to be disinfected. Don't get that confused. Do not put the plastic ramekin in the trash. You will get deducted points for that. They're actually judging you as if it is an actual aluminum ramekin. And then last, you got your trash. And obviously this is what you will put your trash in. And that would be your 4x4s, your cotton rounds. That's the stuff that's going in the trash. Your disposable makeup wand would go in the trash. The makeup wand itself, the actual mascara will go back into your thing. What else y'all need to know? Tweezers will be items to be disinfected. Don't get them confused with trash. Tweezers, items to be disinfected. And that's about it. Now let's get on to the other ones. You're also going to need your insecticide between every services. Between, a different client setup, you're going to pop this open, and then you're going to gently wipe down the thing. I might as well go ahead and open mine up right now on the off chance that I may or may not be doing my test tomorrow. Okay, it's acting crazy, so I will do this later off camera when I set up tonight. Our mannequin looks like this. Now, some people's mannequins are going to be slightly different, but this is the one the school provided us. I wish they would have also provided the little thing to go at the back. You can purchase one. I've seen them online for about $20 or maybe less. Go to Salon Centric or Cosmoprof. I have not seen it at Salon Centric. They may have it at Cosmoprof, but I don't have an account with them, and I have not had the chance to go to Cosmoprof. You can't go online. You got to actually go to the physical store and sign up for the account. But you can get a head prop the thing, and it will actually lift the mannequin up, so it'll actually lean up as you're doing the service. It would be a lot more beneficial. But the substitute for that is we're actually using towels, 2 towels to hold the mannequin head up. Yep, it is what it is. My school is, I guess, like I said, my school was the school on a budget. We'll talk about that in more videos. Next thing is your actual cleansing section. This is this is going to be your client setup 1. And within your client setup 1, you're going to have 2 towels, a pillowcase, a satin bonnet. Wait a minute. 1 bonnet, don't necessarily have to be satin. Naturally STEMmy, I'm automatically thinking healthy hair. 1 headband, 2 bags of gloves, and a first aid kit. So as you can see, I got my first aid kit, I got my gloves, and I got my 2 towels within here. On to the next bag. From there, you're going to enter phase 1. And this is where it has the 3 parts to it. It has your cleansing, your massaging, and your exfoliating. So your 1 huge bag is going to have your 3 services in this. And you're going to take all of this out during your phase 1 phase. But you're only going to take out the products that you're going to need and leave the other 2 bags zipped underneath the bag. And after I do my state board test, I will actually do a video on how you do a Peter pocket where you put the other 2 items underneath the underneath the towel until you need those items, because they got to be concealed at all times, even though they're in a plastic bag or whatever. Even though you done disinfected the whole table, they still want it to be concealed and put away. I will show y'all that in another video. But make a long story short, just to go through this, you're going to have your cleansing bag. It's going to look something like this. In your cleansing bag, you're going to have gloves. You're going to have your iron lip cleanser with 2 cotton rounds. You're going to have one bag labeled cleanser with a ramekin, labeled cleanser inside, and a spatula. One bag labeled water with 2 4x4s inside. One bag labeled astringent with 2 4x4s in it, and one bag labeled astringent with a ramekin in it. So it would look something like this. You have your gloves. You have your water. You have your iron lip cleanser. You have your astringent. And you have your astringent and your iron lip cleanser. So the day you go to take your test, this is actually going to be filled with product in it. You're going to put a little bit of water in it, and that's going to mimic your product. And you're going to put it onto these. So iron lip cleanser, iron lip cleanser. You're going to put the water onto the cotton rounds, and you're going to go in upward motions. You're going to clean. Always go up. Know this. Go away from the eye. Never go towards the eye. So when you're doing your cleansing of the eye, you're going to do like this. You're going to go up and out, and down and out, down and out, up and out. You're never at no point in time going to actually go towards the eye. The key is sanitation, sanitation, sanitation. You don't want to get any product in your client. Just think of it like you got glitter. You don't want the glitter to get in your eye, because it can scrape the cornea of the eye and all that medical gist. So up and away from the eye, down and away from the eye. And when it comes to your lip cleansing, you're going to go like this. Away from the center. Away from the center. Just think away from the center. You're never going to do like this. You're never going to go towards the middle. You're always going out from the middle. That's how I remember that. And that is pretty much the cleansing portion. This is going to be a long video. I guess that's why most people that are estheticians don't do this, but I'm going to do my due diligence and try to get through this for y'all. So you're going to put this back. Okay, after that, obviously you got massaging the face. And once again, this is going to have product in it. Massage lotion. I'm actually going to put actual massage lotion in there. My massage lotion that I don't really use like that. Just a little bit of it. Let me see. Oh, that's actually going to be last. But anyways, in the massage bag, you're obviously going to have a bag. Every one of your bags is going to be gloves. But you're also going to have one bag labeled massage lotion with a ramekin labeled massage lotion in it with a spatula. And one bag labeled water with 2 4x4s in it. So your 4x4s is going to be pre-damped with water when you go in there, because you're not provided with a sink. That's why all your stuff is going to be pre-wet. So the night before your exam, you're going to actually wet these items right here. That way they will be wet for your exam, because they do not provide you no water, no sink, no nothing. You're doing all of this, you're mimicking this, and you got to know how to take the product off. But it's like, okay, I'm going to need water. So that's why we do it this way, so you can get the product off successfully. And that is it for the massage. But before you do the massage, of course, you're going to do the exfoliate in the face. And you have this right here. Like I said, with every bag is going to have gloves. Just know that every bag is going to have gloves. One bag labeled exfoliant with a ramekin and spatula in it. one bag labeled water with 2 4x4s in it, one medium bag labeled steam towel with a towel in it. You're actually going to wet this towel, put it right back in the bag. This is in a separate bag, by the way, though. The actual towel is in a bag of its own. That way, it does not, yeah. This is actually in its own bag. So when you go to wet this towel, it does not make the other items wet as well. And then you're going to do your fancy wringing motion, because before you put any towel on your client, you're supposed to wring the excess water out, and you also supposed to test it. So when it comes time for the test, you're going to do an exaggerated wringing motion, something like, yeah, excuse me, y'all. I've been so stressed with this test, I have not done my underarms. But anyways, you're going to do an exaggerated wringing motion over the trash section, not the items to be disinfected, not the soil linens, but you're going to wring the excess water out over the trash. And make sure you don't drench the actual towel. You don't want to actually be actually pouring a gallon of water into the trash bag, because you got to take these bags out at the end of the day. They don't provide no trash can there either, so you're going to end up leaving with 3 full bags. So make sure you just damp this enough where it's just only going to drip a little bit, and you just do an exaggerated motion like you're wringing out water, but you're not really wringing out that much. And then you go at the client's face. But please, for the love of God, do not drench the paper. Do not drench that, because then it's going to get your whole bag wet, and then it's just going to be a whole mess trying to get out of there. And that is it for the phase 1 cleansing. Whew. This is actually quite tiring, y'all. Okay, zip that back up. I'm trying to keep this in order for myself. After phase 1 cleansing, I'm going to have to end up time stamping this video as well. That will make it easier on y'all to know what I say in what sections. You're going to go into your, but anyways, you're going to go into your client setup 2. Your client setup 2 is going to have 2 towels, a pillowcase, a bonnet, a headband, and 2 bags of gloves. So this is actually breaking that your breakdown, and you're prepared for your second client at this point. I think you end up doing 4 clients in all with the same mannequin. I'll give y'all more update on that after I take my state boards. But anyways, your bonnet. And how this is going to work is you're going to put it behind the ear if you're using a mannequin like this. If you actually have one that stands up, if you have a rig head that you're taking that doesn't have makeup on it, that permanent makeup, don't take no cosmetologist mannequin that already got makeup on it, because you might get points deducted, because the darn on prompter is going to think that you didn't take the makeup off when, you know, the eyeshadow is permanently on some of the mannequins. So get you a bare-faced mannequin. But anyways, you're going to make sure this is over the ear. That way, when you're doing your massaging and stuff, it doesn't flick over. You're going to get this. Once again, put it behind the ear. And I know somebody who is a regular subscriber of mine is going to be like, Juan, why didn't you get the regular camera for this? Because I still am trying to figure out that camera. I have not had time to learn how to do the camera yet. So I wanted y'all to see this in crystal clear quality. I did a tester video of me demonstrating this one time. I just did a general overview of this. It was a 10-minute video, and it wasn't the best quality. So until I figure out how that camera works, I'm rocking with my webcam. But anyways, that's how your mannequin should look. Woo. Okay, and I just embarrassed myself. But anyways, in real life, this would stick if I was not holding this up crazy for YouTube demonstration purposes. If I was actually doing this on a actual table instead of on my bed, this will actually hold up. But anyways, it would look something like this. She'd be laying down. And this would be over the ear. Capiche? So that is it for client setup 2. You're going to have this. You're going to have your headband. You're going to have your pillowcase. Your pillowcase is going to mimic your draping. You're going to drape your actual mannequin like you would do a client. And I'm going to demonstrate that. Gloves, like I said, in every bag, you're going to have at least 1 to 2 pair of gloves. Your 2 towels. I guess the 2 towels in this instant will be the ones that hold this up because you don't have nothing in this bag. So, yep, it'll be holding these 2 up. Since I don't have that fancy thing to hold it up, like I said, my school was on a budget. They had budget cuts that year. They had a new director and everything else, and we couldn't get stuff at the schoolhouse, but we'll talk all about that in a different video. Your pillowcase, it can be anything. You want to drape your client. Let's see. Let me see how I'm going to do this. Oh, forgive me if I might get points deducted off of this, y'all. But yeah, your it's gonna be something like this, y'all. Y'all see how it mimics an actual cover? Yeah, excuse my floor, y'all. But it's gonna look something like that with the pillowcase. And I will demonstrate how to do that in a better setting other than my bedroom after I take my state boards. But right now I'm pressed for time, so I cannot demonstrate that to y'all. You're going to fold this back up like so. And y'all think this video is long, but it's actually a long process in real life. It's like I said, this is going to take you a total of about 3 hours to do your practical exam. So yeah, you can expect for this video to be long as a result of trying to talk everything down to a T. So after that, after your client setup 2, you're going to get your phase 2 bag. And once again, this video will not be probably timestamped within the first day that I upload this to YouTube, but definitely by the second day I upload it, I will have all of this timestamped, so you can go back to certain sections to know what you need in certain areas, such as your client setup 1, your phase 2. I will have it timestamped in the description box. That way you can jump to the scenes of each category. That way it'd be easier on y'all when it comes back to looking back at this video for reference. But anyways, phase 2 bag. Is going to have hair removal and tweezing. Hair tweezing medium bag, okay. It's going to have this. It's going to have soft wax. And it's going to have hair removal soft wax medium bag. Okay, that's this. And it's going to have your moisturizer. And I'm just going to go for time purposes and just say everything that should be in these bags. So your tweezing bag is going to have, obviously, your gloves. It's going to have one bag labeled antiseptic with ramekin in it. One bag labeled antiseptic with two 4x4s. So every time you have a antiseptic ramekin, you're going to have a 4x4 or a cotton round to go with it, because you're going to use your ramekin to pour it onto the actual cotton round or the 4x4s that you're using. One bag labeled antiseptic with two 4x4s in it. So of course you're going to have a bag labeled antiseptic with ramekin labeled antiseptic in it. Everything has to be labeled. Even your ramekins has to be labeled. And I'm just going to show y'all just one demonstration out of this bag, and that's it. See, your bag, you can go at it with a marker, or you can put a little note tag on it or whatever, but it has to also be labeled antiseptic. That's how strict they is when it comes to state board. And your actual plastic thing has to have antiseptic. So this guy has antiseptic on it, and this has to have antiseptic on it. They are very strict when it comes to that. Ooh. Although in real life, the actual product that you're using will say what it is, but you know, that's neither here nor there. Next, let's go on to soft wax. Hair removal soft wax medium bag. Magic words: gloves. Antiseptic with ramekin, along with your two 4x4s that go with it. Those are going to be two separate bags. One bag labeled drying material with 4x4s in it. One bag labeled soft wax with a ramekin in it labeled soft wax. And two spatulas and two strips. One bag labeled antiseptic with a 4x4 in it. One bag labeled antiseptic with a ramekin in it. One bag labeled post-epilation with 4x4 in it, and one bag labeled post-epilation with a ramekin labeled post-epilation in it. And it's all going to look something like this. And then last but not least in this section is going to be your moisturizing section. Every bag going to have gloves. You're going to be changing out gloves often. Don't be surprised when this is all said and done with, you done went through about 20 some pairs of gloves. It's just going to be that real. You're going to go through 20 pairs of gloves, and you're going to be hitting that hand sanitizer about 50 times during this whole process of 3 hours. But anyways, you're going to have your bag of gloves in here. You're going to have one bag labeled mask with a ramekin labeled mask in it. One medium bag labeled steam towel with a towel in it. One bag labeled water with two 4x4s in it. One bag labeled moisturizer with a ramekin in it labeled moisturizer. All of that is going to be in this bag. And that is it for the phase 2 section. Now I'm going to put all of that back in here. Keep everything organized for myself. Also, after I do my state board test, I will do a actual run through. So I will do a video in the future of mocking the actual state board to a T. That way you get to see what you will be doing all the way through the state board. And of course, I will have to actually break that down into like 8 videos. That way it won't be a 2-hour long video. Like this is about to be an hour video. I'll break it down into like 8 videos, where the longest video is obviously going to be about 20 minutes because I'm going to mimic the state board. So I'm going to do a makeup session where it's going to be 20. I have 20 minutes to put makeup on the client. I'm going to do the cleansing, which I have to do within 10 minutes. So that video will be about 15 minutes with me narrating everything. And it'll be about 8 videos breaking all of this down. And then I will also be giving extra tips and suggestions and all of that. My phone is going off somewhere, but I got all this stuff on my darn bed. I cannot even see where my phone is at right now. So But the last thing is the makeup section. So within your makeup, I want to say makeup is the last thing you're going to be doing. I'm going to go ahead and say it is the makeup that's going to be the last thing. Yep, it is facial makeup that's the last thing, because you have your blood exposure procedure, and then after you put that on there, the test is going to end. And you want to walk out with your mannequin with a face full of makeup on. Don't go too crazy with it. All of these bags are going to be full at this point. They're going to be to the rim with all the items. Each one of these bags that I mentioned, by the time you get to the 3-hour point, all of these bags are going to be in the trash. Your ramekins are all going to be in items to be disinfectant. Your tweezers are going to be in items to be disinfectant. You're going to have about like 10 towels within the soiled linens. And you're going to snatch each one of these bags up over your shoulders and walk them on out the door with you. You do not get to put them in the trash can inside the building. You have to take them literally to your car. All of this is going back to your car with you over your bags. So that's why we do it like this. That way you don't be the person trying to gather up everything in your hands and then trying to put it all back in the bag. Yeah, don't do that to yourself. Just have all 3 of these bags underneath your shoulder like so. Get your other bag like this. Zip it back up. Put it on your side and walk out the door nice and smooth, and just put everything in the back of your car and go home. But anyway, and then you get your results within 48 hours. 24 to 48 hours, your results will be available online unless you decide to have them mailed. And then they will be available to you within 2 weeks. Typically about 2 weeks. But anyways, within your makeup bag, you're going to have 3 towels, a headband, and a makeup cake. One bag labeled makeup disposable with several eyeshadow applicators, lip applicators, sponges, mascaras, and wands in it. One bag labeled pre-sharpen liner with an eye and lip liner in it and a sharpener. One bag labeled mascara with a mascara in it. Oh, shit. I don't think I have a sharpener, y'all. And I don't think my mother has one. Obviously, I have natural brows. These are my brows. They're not filled in. These are my natural brows. So I don't have no problems in the brow department. I don't have a sharp. I may get points deducted for that. I don't know. But make sure you have a sharpener. I may have to take that loss because I don't have time. Although I do need a cake. I may get a sharpener today. But make sure you definitely have a pencil sharpener, because you got to scrape off that first layer of the eyebrow thingy. And then you got to sanitize it. But anyways, you're going to have your makeup cake. You're going to have your headband. No, your thing right here to put this on like a Barbara. I think I need a Barbara. None of these niggas ain't phase me. I'm so good with this. I remind you, I'm so good with this. In your 3 towels. Whew. This is going to be a pain in the butt to upload to YouTube, y'all. Y'all know a video this long really takes us YouTubers about 4 hours to edit and about 2 hours to upload to YouTube. Depending on the day and how many people are trying to access the server. You got your makeup. My mascara, I got to put one in here today, but you will have a mascara with a disposable mascara wand in here. You're not going to use the mascara that comes with the mascara wand. You're not going to use the wand that comes with the mascara. They would consider that unsanitary, and they would deduct points for that. So instead, you're going to use a disposable mascara wand like in here. So let's say you're using the, the manga lash or whatever, or the L'Oreal Voluminous lash. You're not going to use the actual makeup wand. You're going to use a disposable one, and you're going to mimic, you know, putting on, you know, the mascara. And you're going to have this little flower thingy. You're going to break it up, and then you're going to dab your foundation in it. Thank God I do have some cheap LA Colors foundation I did buy for the purpose of this. Matter of fact, I got it in a beige color too to match this doll right here. And it's going to be easier to wipe that cheap, you know, foundation off as opposed to actually going in. Don't use your good makeup on your mannequin. Don't try to be fancy and try to put Derma Blend and darn on MAC NC darn on 25. Don't try to be putting MAC NC 25 on her. Then you be have her all caked up and you be the main one. Everybody looking at you like this while you trying to scrub that darn on caked up makeup off of her. Don't do that to yourself. Get you some darn on cheap LA Colors, some darn on LA Girl that's gonna be nice and watery on her, and that's gonna easily glide right on off. Yeah, don't be trying to be fancy. It's just a mannequin. It ain't nobody paying attention. Everybody's half stressing over the darn on proctor, looking at you like, and y'all all stressing like, Lord, please just give me a dang on 76. I do damn good with a 76. I just need a 75 to pass. As long as I get a 75, that's what everybody really thinking in their head. But anyways, you're going to break this up. Oh, I do have my darn on mascara wand. It should be in a different window. So this is my mascara choice. I'm using Mirabella. Everything Mirabella because I don't use it in real life. So I have my Mirabella liners and all of that. And I thought it would be good to use all of this because it's nice, organized, straight to the point. I don't get confused with everything. And then I have my applicators. And then, of course, the last thing is your little peel box, which each one is labeled with what you're going to put in it. So I'm going to put in my foundation into this one. My foundation will be in this one. Ooh. Found it. Or maybe not. How the word you break this pill bottle up? So powder will be in this. This is going to be interesting come tomorrow at the test. You know, I'm tempted to actually get my own products and just bring the container. Because I'd be the one to stand out hearing this darn old squeaking noise during the test. Okay. What the hell? I might separate these during no because they got to be concealed at all times. Lord Jesus. Yeah, if you're gonna use this, I can say be prepared to be the one to stand out. You're not gonna prop. They're definitely gonna examine you during the darn on makeup session because these things squeaky like a mug. Lord Jesus, no wonder they only $1. Then you got to have your eyeshadow in here and your lip color in here. Lord Jesus. But yeah. Y'all see this noise that it's making? Lord Jesus. My teacher gonna set me up for the hokey doke. I'm gonna be I actually brought this thing for my teacher for $1. Oh Lord. But anyways, that's about it, y'all. Was this in a bag? Yep, I'm putting this back in my makeup bag. That is it, y'all. Afterwards, you're going to get your first aid kit. And you're going to first sanitize your hands. Then open your first aid kit. Get out your antiseptic out of the first aid kit. Pat the area in question. And then you're going to put your Band-Aid on the actual area that is suggested that wherever area that it's going to be. Typically, it's going to be somewhere in the eyebrow area. And then your proctor will look over, and then she will say, that is it. You have now concluded the North Carolina Cosmetics Art Board Examiner's Test. That is it. You will no longer be scored at this point. You will get your results anywhere from 48 days, or if you decide to have them mailed, they will be with you in 2 weeks. I'm putting this in here. This has to be in its own bag. And then that will be the end of your exam. You'll pick up your 3 trash bags and you will be gone. So, boom, boom. So that is it, y'all. Whew. Then, for now, I'm going to put everything in here and get ready for this exam tomorrow. So, any tips, comments, suggestions for estheticians that have already done this in the state of North Carolina and you want to add any more insight to this, feel free to leave it in the comments box. Any questions that y'all want to ask me, who soon to be estheticians who are not taking a test yet, feel free to leave it in the comments box as well. Feel free to like this video simply based on the fact that I spent the hour doing this video. 46 minutes straight so far, and I still got to edit it, and it's going to be like a 3-hour edit, and then it's going to be like an hour and a half to upload to YouTube, because anytime you do a video on YouTube, it's typically 1.5 times the amount will be the upload time. So a 30-minute video will be 45 minutes, an hour video will be an hour and a half. So since this is about 50 minutes, this is going to be like an hour and 20 minutes to get up to YouTube. So thumbs up and a share for that. And that is it. I will see y'all soon with more videos. Like I said, soon to be aesthetics videos that I will be doing. I will, after I get my results, and hopefully I pass on the first go, like doing this for y'all and reading over this and actually going to practice again tonight. Hopefully your girl at least get a 75. That's the only thing I'm asking for, because in real life, it would not be this stressful. In real life, you will actually have a good 5 to 10 minutes to turn around and break down your room. Your client, you go based on your clients, and actually in certain cases, if you're working on a guy, you would not do the typical effleurage up the face, because that is going to cause irritation to the client's facial hair, and you're going to cause the hair to break in this area. The barber hair is what we call it in aesthetics, which is the hair that grows on a guy's face, and you're going to cause irritation to the area, so you actually want to massage downward on a guy's face. But they're judging this mannequin as if it is Susie and not Michael. So instead of massaging down, you're actually going to massage neck, up, neck, neck. You're going to do your effleurage, your petrissage, your tapotement. So once you get in this area, you're going to be doing your tapotement. When you get up to your temporalis, which is located right near the sides of the ear, this is your temporalis on your mannequin. You're going to do your friction. So up here, you're going to do your gentle effleurage movements. Effleurage is the most popular movement used to distribute product. Then you're going to do your petrissage once you get up near here, which is your circular motions within the confined area. Once again, tapotement and then friction. And you're going to do that up to 3 times, or until your proctor actually sees you. By the 3rd time that you do that procedure, your proctor will actually see you by that time. If not, the nail tech will see you and confirm it with the actual aesthetics instructor. And that's about it. So once again, any additional tips, comments, suggestions, leave it in the comments box. I will be doing updated aesthetics videos. Feel free to give some suggestions on what videos y'all want me to do within the realms of aesthetics that I may not have mentioned. And yeah, that's it. I'm pretty much trying to run this video up to it's a perfect 50 minutes so I can upload it correctly on YouTube. So So, do. See y'all soon with more videos.